AI is going to cut down teams. AI is going to bring in a lot of new things, productivity in your things, whatever that is happening. Just like what we shoot here, we use AI to do some things much more faster than what it was previously. But I don't think I can replace these people and put one ChatGPT Claude to shoot everything with you and stuff. Those. Hi, Irfan.
Hi, Manoj.
Welcome to this program.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, as we spoke, this is more like we drive by and we talk.
Sure.
We try to getting to know more about you. How have you arrived at a place, and what are the things that you're looking forward to?
Sure.
It's a very simple, casual kind of a thing. So there are no specifics or deep dive kind of a thing. So, as an icebreaker. Tell us about you, Irfan. We would love to know more about you. How, not from very technical, but more of Irfan as a person. How it all started. What fascinated you to be what you have become.
Okay. Like anyone, it all started with very basic thing.
Started with
very basics.
Very basics.
So I had just one thing in mind. In college days, I was good with gaming. So
you were good with gaming.
Yeah. Okay. So like any engineering grad, I was also just into games more than studies. So that is when I thought in the final year I will just thought of what should I do next. Then I understood there is something called game testing.
Okay.
That is when I got interested because I was more towards gaming, and I thought, game testing is something which I can even pick it up. And initial understanding what was given to me was it's all about playing games.
Yeah, isn't it? Game testing is an interesting point.
So from there, there's an interesting story which I will tell you later. How I got into game testing and how I applied to it.
Love to hear that.
Yeah, but in short, so that is where it started, and I was very clear I want to be in game testing, and testing is something which I will be getting in.
What was your engineering stream?
Computer science.
Oh, where did you do your engineering?
It's a college called BTLIT near Bomsandra. Now
in Bangalore?
In Bangalore.
Okay.
So I'm from Mysore. I did till 12th in Mysore. Then came for engineering in Bangalore.
Okay. Please continue. I just jumped in.
So that is where I started as a game tester, and that is how I got into testing and IT. Initial days was really very good because that is where a lot of things changed for me. Because that is where I got to work in Zynga. Zynga is a social media platform for games. Back then it was quite popular, like Farmville, Cityville, Mafia Wars. That is where I met a good bunch of people who helped me shape what I'm today. Like a lot of good people whom I met, who mentored me, who showed me what I can do as an individual. And they also, in somewhat otherwise, like they identified my skills and they showed this is where you're good at. And they guided me in the right ways. So that is how I got more serious into testing, automation. Then worked with all these good people and traveled with them to multiple companies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zynga was in Bangalore for a long time, isn't it?
No, it's still there in Bangalore.
It's still there.
Yeah. But I think it is one of the early GCCs kind of a thing where a lot of games used to get transitioned to India, and ownerships were with Indian team, and they were driving complete end to end.
Okay. No, I used to play Farmville a lot. That was very, very long ago. Now I'm not even in Facebook. I've exited Facebook now.
No, it is not even on Facebook now, because when we were there in Zynga, there was some things done by Facebook where they actually restricted all these social media games on that platform, because there was a lot of game notifications which users were getting, and it was creating noise.
Oh man, I used to get so many notifications from that. What is that? There's that jewel game, right? The ones which you have to make 4 or 5 in a
Candy Crush.
Candy Crush, yeah. No, not even the jewel. Candy Crush.
Candy Crush.
And at times it got into so much that I had to go search for all notifications, switch off all notifications, kind of a thing.
Yes.
The Candy Crush was a craze at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
So so that is where I got into all this automation, like complete focus on testing and what can be done in testing. And I also understood testing is not just about playing things or just your checking things out. There is a lot more depth to it. When you technically go into it, there's a lot more which we can do through testing as well. And post that, like as and when I grew, I transitioned into multiple roles. Even my last stint in the MediBuddy, I was handling complete insurance business tech support, and also there was a AI automation team where system level of automation was happening. So yeah, this is how I've grown and this is how things have been turning out.
Okay.
On a personal level, I'm more like a chilled kind of a person who likes to take things easy.
Nice.
And also, like I told you, I'm into a bit of off-roading and like to travel a lot. Especially, I like to drive a lot. So yeah, that is how all this is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice, Irfan. So all along, all of your professional life after your engineering, you've been only in Bangalore?
Yes, mostly in Bangalore. Like completely in Bangalore.
Completely in
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. And your whole of your life, it's only been, the professional life has always been testing.
Yes.
So something to do with testing here and there.
Yeah.
You know, you
Only
did
last 4-5 years where I moved out, like explored other things as well. Like I said, I used to head insurance tech for MediBuddy.
The total tech
complete
for
end-to-end, yeah.
Complete end-to-end tech for anybody. Okay. Wow, nice. Okay, so the inspiration, let's go a bit more on that gaming part of it before coming to the newer part of it. So, were you a gamer from your childhood days with all Snake and what is that build with respect to bricks and stuff and all?
Those
I was. So I was also very crazy into gaming during my engineering days. The breaks we used to have between semesters, right? Those were so hardcore. I once in one of the 1 month, 1.5 month kind of a thing, I used to play like 16, 18, 20 hours a day.
Okay.
At one point of time, my dad just took the CPU from off my computer, put it in his scooter and took it away and kept it at one of his friend's house for 1 week.
Okay.
Because he just wanted me to get out of the house, go roam around. It's your holidays kind of a thing. So that, and just to bring that perspective here, what was gaming for you?
Gaming.
How did it all start?
Yeah. So first game which actually I got introduced was Road Rash and Counter-Strike. And back in Mysore, they used to have all these cyber centers, right, where we can go pay, like take systems and we can play the games. They were gaming center kind of a cyber center. So that is where I used to go play games. Because back then we didn't had any computers.
15 rupees an hour, something, right? Yeah.
So I specifically remember one day we went around 11 o'clock or something like that. And when we stepped out, it was all dark. So we were continuously playing Counter-Strike non-stop. And those are the things where I initially got introduced to...
you recommend me to take a U or right?
No, service road.
The service road? Huh?
Yeah, this one. Immediate right to take.
Okay. Yeah.
So that is where gaming was introduced, and in college days and all, since I was part of CS, so my parents had to buy me a computer. So yeah, then after that there are multiple games which we played, and more hooked to FIFA is something we used to constantly play on a regular basis. So I was telling about this interesting story, right?
Yeah, yes, please, go ahead.
So, okay, final year is done. Then me and three of my close friends from engineering college, we sat down and we were thinking, "Ki, what should we do next?" And that is when we thought, "Ki, okay, we are good in games. Let's get into gaming."
You thought of creating a game?
No.
Starting a gaming
No,
company?
we were not that ambitious also back then.
Okay.
Okay. So we thought, okay, gaming, okay, what we can do in games. That is when we got to know there is something called game testing, where console games are outsourced for testing in India, and specifically Sony, when back then Nintendo, all these games are getting
Xbox, Nintendo, PS.
So we thought, okay, we'll shortlist which all these companies are, and we figured out there were only 3 companies in Bangalore which are doing it. One of the company was E4E.
E4E?
Which is now Pole to Win. It's in Silkboard right now.
Yeah, Pole to Win rings a bell. E4E. Okay.
Back then it was E4E when we were working. I'm telling 16 years back. So what we did was we just created a good CV on paper, took 3 printouts, not more than 3 also. We took envelopes, put our CV into those envelopes and just went and dropped to their reception table.
Oh, okay.
It is like not a typical way of applying job. We did this because we wanted specifically to get into these companies for testing, because one is we get to play on consoles which were very expensive, and we wanted to be in game testing, and we dropped those CVs and came back, and one of the company which called back was E4E.
Oh, E4E. And those guys, I mean, took that CV seriously, went to the HR, went to the sourcing.
Yes. I don't know what internally has happened, but we got a call.
That should have happened.
And we got the call and we joined there. Our dreams was like, oh, we get to play all these consoles and we get to test all like God of War kind of IPAs and all. But when we entered, we got into Zynga. Initially, Zynga, it was just a monitoring process which was there. We have to just keep checking whether that game is active and running 24/7.
Okay, so, that's a role. Okay.
So that is how it all started, and this is how I applied for the job and got into it.
So what's your total experience now, Irfan?
Now it is 16 years.
16 years. Yeah. So this all started somewhere around 2010.
Yeah, 2010.
Okay. So how long were you in E4E?
Within E4E, I was just 10 months. Rest 2.5 years, I was part of Zynga as a contract employee and worked.
Oh, okay. From there itself, in
I got placed in Zynga.
Okay. And Zynga is what were formative years of your career, if not.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So coming to testing and also your exposures, let's also speak some more on the games part of it.
Yeah.
According to you, theoretically all of us have GPTs now. According to you, what stands out? What is unique the moment you enter a game compared to anything other than a game? Let's say a web app, mobile app and stuff. Give me what you feel like. If this is pure experience speaking.
Okay. So see, a game is all about experiences, right? You get into a world where you will be part of it as a player and you will be playing those games from that point of. So it is all about experience and knowing how games work, like storytelling to level ups, difficulties, all these things, right? Milestones. Every game has its own milestone.
Yeah,
so it is all
levels,
about
levels. Clear that.
Yeah. So all these are like an experience. Until unless you give a good experience or some kind of accomplishment, gaming, that whole thing will not be a success thing for you, right?
Okay.
So gaming, when you say web application, you go with some purpose to, say for example, why do you go into Flipkart or Amazon? You have something to do, like you have to buy.
You have a list or you want to look at something.
You have some set goal and you just want. But gaming is something where you experience, you live, you see yourself doing heroic acts and
more of
that experience,
passion, happiness, pleasure, whatever you want to call that. No, that's
and also it is like cinema only, like escapism from what is happening around you, indulge in that world. That's why like you have very few good games who get into those success where people like to play it again and again.
So this is a different perspective. No? I agree.
No, any gamer or anyone who is part of gaming, they will have this perspective, what I believe. Because we have seen it very close. We have spoken to users who used to play our games, what they feel about it. So this is what on a crux of it.
How much of those, if I can define as, how much of those principles have you taken it let's say in a serious mode, or have applied it in your...
See, one thing what I've taken seriously from gaming is planning and strategy. Any good gamer will have it. And same thing I plan to do it.
Games cannot have loose ends.
And you can't play without a strategy, right? Be it board game, be it any kind of a game, you need to have your strategy, right? On field also, without strategy you can't play.
Agree.
So that is something which I have taken it from that, and I try to follow. And
so you do make sure that the strategic initiatives or the plans are looked at strongly.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a takeaway, right? It's I would definitely say for new people, for upcoming people, and games nowadays, I would say that, Irfan, during my college days, I finished my college in 2004.
Okay.
Unlike you. Games were very, very relevant even at that time. We used to have to put the CD and play the game. We used to emulate the CD, and there are so many things that we used to do.
National market is where you used to get all these CDs.
National market and stuff and all. We used to do all of that, and there were a group of friends who were, I would say, more crazier than me. Real hardcore gamer kind of a thing. They had their achievements taken as a printout and put in their labs and all, saying that I'm at this level, I'm ranked, global ranks and stuff. And all of them, there are a group of buddies of mine, all of them are in a fantastic roles now.
Yes.
Those the games, I once managed to speak to one of my very close friends. He is now settled in South Africa.
Okay.
He says the focus to just do one thing, sitting and doing that until I finish it, that thing came to him because of the games.
Yeah.
In my role, whatever, some days there are like 100 things running in parallel, and I managed to do those. I don't know how much of what screw up happens here and there, but I managed to. But just to focus on one thing and get it done perfectly, anything goes wrong, you are dead in a game, right? Something for the new people, saying that a good amount, right amount, I would say the right amount of games would help you build your future in a much better way.
Yeah. And also, if you see, most of the companies, they try their hand on gaming, either ways. See, even that spin wheel to given your gamification and other things. They experiment with that because that is something which will hook the user. It is one of the hook for the user, right? Cred has it. Everybody
has it now. So moving on, Irfan, so considering your journey, your current role and stuff and all, tell us more on your testing journey. I know it started with gaming, gamification, game testing things, and what are the other crucial aspects of what happened? How has it been for you?
like aspects of it, like I said, the initial impression was just that I get to play, I have to just play and tell few things. But that is not how testing is done, right? Testing is something much vast and even challenging at few times. You need to first understand how that product will be consumed or how that game will be played. You have to have that user perspective. You have to think from an end user's point of view. Not only that, and also from a systems perspective, how system should behave when things are being done in a...
Is there parking inside?
Yeah, there is.
I can go inside.
Yeah. So testing also teaches you all these things. Understanding the users, understanding the systems, knowing the criticality of how infra should be configured. So a lot of things are part of your testing strategy. It is not just you do some UI flow checks or functionality checks and say, okay, things are working fine. So yeah, what this has led to me is starting with testing. I have understood how products are designed, how systems are designed, how like a simple thing like having a good rate limiter is how critical it is or anything. So that gave me a complete end-to-end vision and understanding. And post-release also, as a quality person, you have to know what kind of problems users are facing, what kind of issues are coming our way, how we can mitigate those things in our future releases, what should be taken care, what should not be taken into consideration. So all these things. And there is a very famous meme which is there from start of our career also, no? We think one thing and user does something else on the product. So that is very much relevant, because when you talk to user, how you have conceived the product and what user thinks of it and how they consume it is completely different from few times at least. The consumption varies for them. And yeah, so this is how the testing and
things came into your life, right? Okay, let's go a bit more deeper.
Sure.
Let's get into it, and I have some more interesting questions.
Yeah.
Okay, so continuing what we were discussing and stuff and all. So you started your life and stuff and all. In the testing part of it, I'm more curious to know. You mentioned automation.
Yeah.
So what? So I'm gonna guess now. You can then get into it. You started as an exploratory functional, or if the world says manual tester. We don't say it as manual tester. We say more of exploratory
for the world
functional.
it is manual tester.
For the world it is manual tester. Then at some point of time, there would have been an advent of automation part of it. Everybody jumped into automation, just like now everybody is jumping into the AI part of it. Then how was your journey? Tell us.
Like you said, I started with manual testing. And back then there used to be, there were not like tools like APM, Selenium. There used to be a tool called Seculi. You are aware about that? It is an image-based tool where we have to take screenshots and then compare and do the clicks activities.
You know, that framework still exists. Even now, image-based comparison visual testing is still there.
Still big it is. But back then it was Seculi which was used to do, and especially our games where I think it was Flash, all these
Macromedia.
I'm not very clear, but
at that time Macromedia, then it became Adobe.
Adobe Flash, that is what I remember. So we used to use that Seculi and do automation. Inconsistency, flakiness, all those were the big challenges. Maintaining exact pixel to pixel images to ensure the right image is getting compared.
And this was done in what, laptop, desktop? Okay. Visual based testing.
Yeah, initial our framework was that. Then that is when APM was also introduced.
Appium, okay. Appium, okay.
Somewhere around that time. Like I remember we were very early to that tool, and we had done a POC that didn't work for us, and then we again went back to Seculi and did work with that. Then Zynga, it was more about that, and then we moved. I moved to Hike. That is where we did like proper framework development to. And also there was a good team who had done in-house device farm as well.
Oh, okay, lab.
So device farm, there's open source tool framework, Device Farm. Just last week I checked on it. So using that, even the headspin you are aware.
Yeah.
So they also in the backend they use the same open source. So that is what we had a very big in-house device farm in Hike office where we had like good 40 to 50 devices set up, done, and all our execution used to happen there.
We work with Headspin for our OTT media based testing. Okay, so it's like not only at the mobile end, there are like the TVs, different types of TVs, and all these gaming consoles, sticks, Chromecast, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV and stuff.
We have worked with them in Byju's. So Byju's we had our own devices, right? We used to ship our own tablets to the end users with the course content. And so we had to give these devices to the Headspin so that they can host it on their servers and we can access and run our frameworks and test executions on that. So that is how I learned how these device farm work and how they work on it. And lot of people were part of Zynga also in Headspin. So people from Zynga had moved to Headspin and
a known circle.
So we had a very good exposure with respect to how things work on device farm. So in Byju's it was completely Headspin what we had used. In Hike Messenger we also had used another like vendor who used to come and do in-house setup, device farm setup. Like they used to give us the server and software, and we could connect our devices and.
So they had the software and the server and everything,
and they used to charge for that as a thing. So,
one time or however.
No, annual basis they used to charge
licensing
with the maintenance and other things, licensing fees. So that is how device farm and other things. And later, like in Khata book, that is where I was exposed to TDD. That is test driven because there from there I was getting into all leadership roles like manager, senior manager roles, and I could drive lot of initiatives and work on that. So that is when we introduced TDD, and I got to work on unit and integration test also, and that was a very good exposure.
So that is from the development level itself, the unit level integration, of course. So Khata book has to be integrated to many things.
Yes, and that is when I understood lot of like application level frameworks, backend level frameworks, and that exposure started on that level. Post that I moved to Medibody, and in Medibody too, it was like completely most of the initiatives were driven like from API to AI, everything was driven and initiated by myself and my team, and we could experiment and do a lot more things over there because even the CTO and the founder was very open to experimentation and he was very supportive on that front. So
new tech and new things and stuff.
Anything which is impactful and brings value to the table, he was very open for that and always supported those things. So yeah, like from manual to being engineering head to the insurance thing, like I've touched upon most of the things and worked on it. Not only that, and also have done handled or tech support team as well. So it was like a full circle for me because from the design, like from the TRD to tech support tickets and looping back again to the product PRD saying that okay, these are the issues or these are the concerns our end users are facing, can we work upon it? So it is complete loop for me, and I've seen all the modules and verticals to be worked upon.
Okay, so some different questions. I'm more curious now, or of course everybody would love to know also. In this journey, started as a gamer, which influenced you to become a gaming tester.
Yes.
Because you followed your passion, you followed your heart there. Then you learned a lot there. Zynga, you created, there was an ecosystem that was given to you. From there, you strengthened your testing thought processes. Of course, there were technologies coming through and you were put into hurdles and you kept on crossing it and you've arrived here. In this, according to you, and for you, what has been the most challenging part in your career and why?
See,
It can be anything.
so most challenging is always being result oriented and being consistent to your goals and how you want to drive few things, right? Because any team you are part of it, you need to have a set goal and set vision for that. Be like a manual QA or a functional QA, or be a leader who is driving teams. You need to have set goals and set responsibilities towards that. Only then you will be making an impact and bringing an impact on the organization level. So consistency, maintaining that messaging, ensuring that everyone is aligned to those goals, bringing that visibility is something which has been very challenging. And
It is.
Yeah.
I know. See, of course, we are not manufacturing. IT is not manufacturing. Right?
Yeah.
Let's say you have a manufacturing line which is doing car manufacturing and stuff and all.
Yes.
Yeah. So the first 6 months to 1 year, you will come at some KRA points and all of those metrics, and you can keep on improving that,
Yes,
right?
yes.
But IT software is completely different.
Yeah.
Some new thing, sudden the Apple Watch came in, right? The whole of Apple and Android watches came, and the whole thing then changed. Now, if you are aware of, I don't know, there's a rumor that Sam Altman is currently working on a phone which will run on OpenAI's operating system.
Yes.
So you would have read it too.
Yeah.
I am not sure. They are neither denying nor accepting. So they are just riding the wave on that rumor. So the idea is, I was wondering, how will it be?
No, but if you see, Meta is also something what similar they wanted to try it out, right? Be it their glasses
And stuff. So at least that has specifics, Irfan. Say, let's say, okay, it can only look at some things. It can read the message, probably say, okay, how far am I? Can you measure that? And something like that and all. It's a limited action. But imagine an AI, OpenAI or ChatGPT's phone. The operating system will be a pure something related to an AI, LLM, but it is something connected to an LLM kind of a thing. Maybe there may be apps, but the whole way of apps working, the whole way of data storing, everything's going to change.
Yes.
The data storing is more on context storing, and context will all be on an LLM. Okay, so if I just think about it, that LLM, there will be a part of LLM in your phone. The rest of the part will be somewhere in the server. It should always be connected, and most of the things will happen on prompts and chats and the way of thinking. No, so something new is gonna come. So this is happening like every 2 years, 3 years. Some of the other things happening and stuff and all. And that realistically standing on to the metrics and delivering that is
challenging. Yeah.
very difficult actually. Challenges, of course, there's challenging.
To that question also, challenge wise, you can take this as well from a testing point of view. The kind of devices to ecosystem we were working to now, how it is being transitioned or transformed, keeping always like being consistent, knowing things, working on your knowledge, upskilling yourself. You being a leader also, if you're not knowledge enough or you're not upskilled enough, you can't drive the team. And
Very well, correct. That's a fantastic point.
Yeah, all these things are
Cheers to that.
Yeah, biggest challenge has a rule. So these are the set of challenges which everyone goes through, and with AI coming in, you have to upskill every not even 6 months, every 3 months you have to keep upskilling yourself, knowing what is working, what is not working. Specifically with AI coming in, I see a lot more on the, how do I say, POCs or ideas, experimentation which is happening, which is few times can help you out, few times it is just making noise and adding lot of confusion within the systems. So knowing what is the right use case for you, understanding that and guiding people towards that is also a challenge.
So this week I was just on that. Just the knowledge itself is a challenge there, Irfan. I'm telling you, most of the people, of course, I cannot point at them saying that you have to be a subject matter expert on AI and so forth. But the relevant connections, if they are not correctly, properly met. So I was talking to one of the prospect customer kind of a person on our solution Bagasura and stuff. Right? He was mentioning, saying that I'm doing everything using Claude. Claude does it. So I asked him, what is the context window of the Claude that you have? There's a measurement on that. So they have taken Claude, ChatGPT, everything and stuff and all, which is public one, not even the private LLM. They don't have a RAG model. They don't have their own storage and stuff. So they upload all the documents and stuff. So Claude will hold it, let's say, for 20 prompts. After 20 prompts, the context is lost.
Yes.
So let's say I was asking him this question. After 3 weeks, how do you expect that Claude to know what you spoke to them 3 weeks back? It may hold some memories, so you'll have to go back to that and stuff and all and bring that context window back, which will be more than 1B, 2B kind of a thing, and it will occupy so much of it. At that point of time, I just lost him. I realized that he's not able to
grasp it,
at least connect to me on that topic at all. I like the point that you mentioned, the challenging part of it. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to have this conversation with people, because that's a very, and it also shows how you have become from an engineer to leader.
Yeah.
So that's the thought process is there. Stuff. So now let's also talk about some AI part of it.
Sure.
What's your say? My belief is that AI is not going to replace humans.
Okay.
AI is going to cut down teams. AI is going to bring in a lot of new things, productivity in your things, whatever that is happening. Just like what we shoot here, we use AI to do some things much more faster than what it was previously. But I don't think I can replace these people and put one ChatGPT Claude to shoot everything with you and stuff. It's just
who knows? Maybe we will wear meta glasses and shoot ourselves.
Okay.
Can that happen, guys?
It can, but then
you will not have this kind of a human touch.
Who knows? It will be like a 360 camera and it can do that.
Or probably we'll have 4 drones flying with us, and we keep chatting and the drones follow us, kind of a thing. Maybe. I mean, I like that idea, but coming back to the real part of it, in the tech field, there's also something called AI DLC. I'm still going to stick to SDLC. AI is part of it.
I've done a training on that, AI DLC.
For me, it is still SDLC, AI being part of that. I don't know why they want to rename it as AI
It was done
DLC.
through AWS, and they have coined this AI DLC.
They have been telling this to many of their customers. Maybe you would have arrived it in that way. And all of them have started talking to us in AI DLC. So I asked one person saying that, how is it AI DLC? When cloud came in, did you call it CDLC? No, it was just part of it. AI is an infra, if I have to say, it is going to stay. It's not going to be going away. And we've also clearly realized, for an engineer, developer, AI is a boon. But the thinking, the methodology, what to be done, if it stays with him and he uses the right amount of AI, the output is beautiful.
Yes.
If a developer just goes and says, build the whole program, do everything, then he's just creating mess for the future.
Yes.
And that's not going to happen. So coming back again, where do you see AI now and where do you see it going from now?
See, AI, like you rightly said, right now I don't see it to be a replacement or something which will just take away jobs or do anything. But I also agree on that, if you are not able to understand and use it to your benefit, then you are bound to become irrelevant or people will not see value in you. And also, AI is something, take it as a tool. It is not something which will be giving you everything out of its pocket and tell you, okay, this is the magic solution. For that, I was talking to a few of the interns and the people who are interning in a couple of companies and other places. I was just telling them, see, no matter which tool comes, if your foundation and if you don't know, if your basics is strong, you can play with the tool. Otherwise, you will always be in a state where you will be very clueless and you will think, okay, I am doing a lot of things, but you have no idea around it. One good example was one intern had done Slack
integration.
Not Slack integration, Slack ka replica or something like that. No, not Slack, some tool. He had completely replicated the tool and he was showing to me. I just told him one thing, just open the project repo, explain me what is being done here. And he couldn't do it.
So that means he's just used.
So that is, if you are using to that level, then assume you are as good as nothing there. You need to have control. What I generally tell my current team who are interning or juniors, spend as much as time reading, understanding the problem statement, writing your thoughts, your approach, your strategy around it, then put it to AI. Once the AI comes, then you can direct it how it has to be done. If you give it to AI, AI will give you what it knows and it will be driven by that tool, not by you. So you have to be like that. So that is what, on a shorter note, it is knowing your basics, understanding the basics is very important, knowing the tool, having domain knowledge. Say for example, even if you are working on a small startup, if you don't have that domain knowledge, if you don't understand the users,
correct,
you will not be able to build even with the AI. AI will have a generic knowledge base which has been given to it. You have to understand your niche audience and build things for that. If you are not going and talking to 4 people to whom you are going to sell, you can't build product for your niche customer base. So that is what I keep telling them.
So in the last QATR, the one that happened a couple of weeks back, so there was one topic we all arrived at, and I do not know whether it exists. We just coined it for the moment. It's called experience intelligence.
Okay.
So now you get the word, right? Experience intelligence. A tester and a product person, both of them rely on that a lot.
Yeah.
Developer has the advantage of ignoring it.
Yes.
Because he's covered by the product on the left and right. I mean, on the right and the tester on the left, or however it is. The tester will stop him from saying that no, he'll push back. The product guy will say no, you are going wrong, and push back, and he will correct. But the experience intelligence part of it is gonna be difficult when AI comes in. Purely my view, I've had a couple of discussions in US where there are companies who say, I do not have testers at all. Okay, that thought process is gone. All our developers are testers, and our developers are required to test. Fantastic idea. I mean, it's like saying that our cook will cook and also serve. Take the order, go cook and serve. Of course, it is not that it's not possible, but I believe, I mean, my discussion with those people, which never ended, okay, because they're sticking on to that thoughts, was there has to be focused brain activity for you to do something specific for that output to be much more relevant to the world. And it applies for all. If you've gone to, of course, you would have had two-wheelers. I had two-wheelers and stuff and all. You go to a normal garage and ask him to do the service and all. The guy who does the service, then another guy takes it for a round. Have you seen that? The same guy goes and same guy may do it, but it's a very normal practice that a different guy takes it for a round and gives a feedback saying that, hey, this thing, this sound, this shrillness, and so. And it's that peer perspective, because the focus is on a different angle. A single person doing development, doing testing, doing release, end-to-end, using AI sounds very paperish for me. From a practical perspective, I would love to have this chat with that person much more deeper.
No, see, I am also aligned to that. I agree for that, because that's why I was telling you need to have the domain knowledge. I, coming from a proper testing background, I can actually tell how things has to be done from an end user's point of view or from a quality's point of view. A person who has been just given the task to develop and ship it, he will be only focusing on how technically he can correct it and get it out. It's not about one person. Like, say for example, there are few startups where limited number of people are there. There you are not left with much choices, you have to do it. But that person will also have an exposure from the how business is done to how it has been delivered.
Correct.
Now, why I'm telling you this, because I was having this conversation in one of the discussion with a lot of founders and directors. So their simple point was, when a startup can do it, why can't a large organization do it? my counter argument was this: see, startup, you have 5 people. Those 5 people will know in and out of everything what is happening in the startup, from the business, how product is being from the inception point to everything, how it has been thought of, how it has to be developed, how it has been assembled, to everything they know, and they have complete idea, so they are able to deliver it because they know every piece of the project. Whereas in a larger organization, you ask teams to work in silos, there is less cross collaboration or communication which is happening, and you are expecting that level of output is not something which is feasible. So that was my thought. What do you think of this?
No, I agree.
Because-
I completely agree to that point. So see, for me, however I say this, LinkedIn is full of, there have been some things that I've been noticing in this month and the last month. There's too much of irritation and things coming out in LinkedIn for people who are all unfortunately part of employee cutoff or layoffs and stuff and all. And people, I would say this is a fantastic time for all of us. AI is gonna stay, and AI is gonna enter everything. My washing machine says AI, man. I am making this comment everywhere. I think we spoke on this because now it is written AI, and that's one of the big speech or the spoken point for me. So AI is going to enter everything. That means software people who are relevant to AI, people who know AI to whatever, are here to stay.
Yes.
It's not that it is thing. The moment you think that I've been doing this, I will only do this, then you are in a state of trouble, my dear friend, because that is not going to help you. You cannot just continue what was happening previously. If you look at how the manufacturing time was, there was too much of manual labor there. Okay, I come from a city called Bhadravati. You would have heard Bhadravati, right? Iron and steel.
Yes.
And I have seen different versions of VISL iron and steel factories there. It used to have lakhs of employees. I don't know the number. I think lakhs of employees. And everything was manual. The complete steel operations, everything, dragging. And VSL had one of the best iron sheets prepared. And the sheets used to be the raw material for others to melt and do whatever. Something. And all of that. Then came the German machinery. And the Germans came there, they trained and stuff. And a lot of those activities, what was done completely manual, moved. Okay, there are still people doing it, but they're still overseeing it, clicking on some PLC machines. There's some things happening, automatic measurements, temperatures, just to name a few and stuff. And also, even today, there are I don't think India has any lights off manufacturing center. You know about that Harvard case study about one of the manufacturing centers in US, which had complete robotic for all the it was medicine tablets manufacturing. Okay. So the complete tablets were manufactured, put out, rolled out, sealed into that kind of sheets, package sheets and stuff and all, and completely rolled out. And 100% was done using robots and automation and stuff. At that point of time, they realized that they don't need lights. Why is the lights for?
It is not required for them.
Yeah. So they just switched off the lights. So it's called lights off processing, or the Harvard coined it.
So what is your take? Like how I am seeing it is always a collaboration which will happen between at least coming few years, where engineers have to use AI, and they will, like, each engineer will have some 4-5 AI agents working for them, and there will be a review system.
If that's the way of saying agents, yes, it will be there.
Yeah. Basically, see, now what I have seen is most of the interaction, people are building basic agents, and they are telling that is an AI which is doing everything. But yeah, that is how it has been done. So that is how I see it. Things happening. There will be a middle layer who will be doing all these evaluations, reviews, everything, and rest of the things will be handled by the agent.
I'll simplify that in my words. Okay, of course, this is a nice conversation. I'm loving it. See, the moment there is a process, there is a methodology there, it is a repeatable activity.
Okay.
So you will at some point of time arrive at an AI which will be perfect for that. Context window increased, multiple better, less GPU prices, all of those economics exist there. The moment there has to be some amount of different innovation that has to happen, stuff and all, that cannot be done by AI. So I downloaded this Claw bot, OpenClaw, installed it in my laptop and gave control. I was on a high because that was really disrupting. After 2 days, I realized that it has been chatting with my daughter in WhatsApp because I gave WhatsApp access to it. And my daughter was saying that you said this, you said okay for this. I didn't say okay for this. Then I went and switched it off.
Okay.
So I never realized because I had given access to my WhatsApp and given access to some things. I never realized that this can happen. So of course you will, if as you say, one of the things saying that review, code review. So you have created a standard with respect to code review. You're developing microservices. There are lines of code, methods, session state, primary memory, secondary memory, what should happen, security protocols and stuff and all. And you make the Mythos models, the best ones nowadays, the 5.0, Mythos relevant things to go through it and give you the vulnerability again and again and again every day and stuff and all. Ideal. Previously, this was done by a person going line by line. Maybe that person should now grow up into something else and stuff and all. But for you to arrive at how do you approach the customer, why should I do it very differently? The person who can continuously think will never be replaced.
Yeah. But also, I feel, I keep hearing that there will be new set of jobs which will be created through AI. I feel the major area or domain where these jobs will be created is security, infosec, DevOps, like infra level, because I also visit all these startup centers in HSR layout. If you go to any third way coffee, there are a lot of people
Sitting there,
doing it, right? No, so they know how to give a prompt and build things through AI and get things done, like build basic website, basic automation, workflow automation. But when it comes to all these guardrails, building basic infra, whether it should be local or cloud, all this decision making, though AI helps them out, but it is not in a proper structured way is what I get to hear them. And there is also a parallel workforce which is getting built who are decent with their coding language, specifically React and Next, who are good with React and Next. All these people who have built first cut of the application using AI, these people take that project from them and they help them maintain, because after a point, maintaining through AI is also getting a challenge for them.
Yeah, of course.
So these kind of parallel workforce is getting built and helping them.
So
and one
it
person
will keep happening.
One person, he is around 5-6 years experience in React front-end developer. He was telling me he spends weekly around 8 hours and he's earning monthly good some 50,000-60,000 rupees through this gig work. And he was like, oh, I said like, okay, good.
No, that's not gonna last. I don't think the balance of the world will get on to him. There is a balance of the world, right?
But also now we tell a lot of people are taking up AI and doing by themselves who has little bit context or knowledge. But also after a point, it is difficult to maintain. And this is where these people are coming and helping them out.
You would have tried Lovable. Oh man, such a beautiful tool to demo something from an idea. You have an idea, we both talk about an idea. There was a video that I was watching, a person has Claude listening to the meetings. They're talking about the idea. By the time the meeting got finished, the last 5 minutes, the demo was ready and he could share the screen and show saying that we spoke about it is ready. Nice. So until then, Lovable does a fantastic job. The moment you go to the next step, for you to make small changes in Lovable is very, very difficult. Now, what you say, what I am still thinking is, for those kind of changes to be done, if there are specified people who are going to come, get into that and only make that kind of a changes, they may have a future. But I still it is like finding a needle in the haystack. If they develop their capabilities to find the needle, zero in on the needle to identify the haystack, it may be something. Oh man, you made me think now.
Because see, AI also gives you a good structure, comments, and other things, right? Though there is a larger code base, but it will be in a somewhat structured way. And person who has understood and knows how code works, right? And if they know how to read a code, I think they will be able to do this. People who doesn't come from this background, which I'm seeing more often happening, because even people from CS background or engineering background, they are not very interested in knowing how these things work. People who is experienced who have done hands-on, they know it. They know how to read it and they know how to get into things.
So now given me an idea. I think I'll go back home today and dig more into this. I am now very curious.
There are people who are doing it. I've spoken to people and they're doing pretty good. Like they're having good money coming their way every month. And
it's still like flipping a coin. No, will they exist? Because
I don't know.
They're riding the wave.
See, I will tell you, like you were mentioned about Gen Z and all. No? They are not worried about what happens after 6 months. Let me see for 6 months and then we'll see what we'll do after 6 months. And they are open for these things, and people are looking into such parallel career and Gen Z का अलग discussion कर सकते हैं, but this is how things are happening. So yeah, I see this is something which is happening. But with respect to infra also, there is one of my friend who is just doing this. They're setting up the infra, helping with the DevOps, building pipelines, ensuring that whatever they generate, it has been getting done properly, adding proper checks, like be it simple check like Sonar to Lint, just maintaining this. And he is also doing pretty good. He was in Bangalore. He left all his jobs. Now he's doing this freelance work. He went to Coimbatore. Less rent, less headaches.
Coimbatore is a lovely place. Nice rose milk.
He's from there only, so he's settling there, and he's happy with what he's getting. No answerable, like accountability, nothing, like just maintaining.
Nice.
And these people are clients from US and.
Wow, he's able to, huh? So Irfan, okay, now that we've discussed most of the topics that are much more interesting for everybody, I want to get to know more about you.
Okay.
We've spoken more on driving, riding, or driving, long drives and stuff and all.
Yeah.
Tell me about how you spend your life, or what makes you happy.
So for me, traveling is a big part.
Traveling, huh?
Yeah. And our travel is not something like we need a good location to stay or something like that. My wife is also very understanding. So even if we don't find a good accommodation, we just park it in a petrol bunk and we just sleep in our car. And also, we travel for food.
You travel for food?
So
you want to try new things, new restaurants, new dishes.
Anything which is to our palate, and we like to go explore, eat, come back, and also see why we go on long trips is that is when the limited usage of mobile phone and other things happen, and we get to spend time. We talk about lot of things.
Much more personal touch.
Yeah.
Okay. That is something, man. Much more intimacy happens because of the long travel and because you're not disturbed because of your electronic stuff.
Yes. Actually, starting of this year, we plan to do Bangalore to Kashmir drive.
Oh, the
family,
NH,
only 3 of us, yes.
NH drive.
But we couldn't do it, maybe in coming years.
But that's like what, 12 days or something like that, right?
Our idea was that we will spend good 1 month on road and just travel, see things and come back.
Oh, 1 month, huh? Okay. Do you own a bike?
Yeah, I have a bike. I have 2 bikes.
Wow. Okay. Which of those?
One is Bullet 350.
Bullet 350, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
One is Himalayan.
Oh, both? Okay. So you are in that zone. I have a Java Perak.
Oh, old one?
No, the new Java Perak. It's the bobber.
Bobber, yes.
The one that doesn't have a seat on the back. But I'm really finding it very difficult to ride in Bangalore. Java Perak gets heated up very fast. It
Even
is
this
more
Himalayan
for,
also.
yeah, it's more for this long rides where fifth gear, sixth gear is very smooth.
Yes.
Ride is very pleasurable, but inside Bangalore, first gear, second gear, the whole of my jeans, everything gets heated up. And the ride becomes very uncomfortable for you.
Yeah.
Apart from this, what else keeps you going? What are your hobbies? I know
Hobbies,
travel, riding, food.
riding. Yeah, this is very much nowadays what I'm doing. The other thing nowadays I'm doing is talking to all these Gen Z people, understanding what they are trying to build.
That's a hobby, yeah?
Not hobby, basically that keeps me also motivated and keep me on toes, how things are moving, how people are thinking, so that I don't lose out on relevance.
Relevance.
Yeah.
So I
Because when you talk to these people, full of energy, motivation, and the way they think and the way specifically I think is there's a lot of difference. And when I see people so charged up and full of energy, it also motivates.
No, I agree on the energy part of it.
Yeah.
These guys are hungry to do a lot of things. Their energy levels, their focus levels and all are very nice. They're
Because
also very
people-
emotional.
I don't feel them to be emotional because I feel them to be very logical and very clear with what they want. Emotion part I have not seen much, but they have a very set goal in whatever they do and how they want to achieve it. So maybe my interactions.
Yeah, my interactions have not been that logical always. Wow. You know, goat and sheep are the animals which has a reverse gear. You will never know which side are they gonna change.
Yeah. Again, you can take it in and we can.
Yeah, okay. I'll drop
will
you
be
inside.
easy, yeah.
Okay, Irfan, it has been a pleasure.
Yeah, same here. It was nice talking to you.
It was really nice. Thank you. A lot of knowledge from your side, a lot of things that I will take back.
Even I will take back a lot of things. And we keep meeting and we keep discussing.
Yes.
So this conversation will always continue.
Yes. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Thank you. And thanks for the team as well.
Yeah.
Being very supportive. I hope I made some sense and it had value.
Yep.
Thank you.